A cold wind swept through the private cemetery on the hill, bending the tall cypress trees like bowed silhouettes. The marble grave, new, polished, and painfully beautiful, reflected the pale morning light. On the black stone, his name was carved in silver. Alexander Verdun, visionary. Husband. Lost too soon. Only he wasn't lost. Alexander stood in front of his own grave, hidden beneath a hooded coat, hands trembling. He had come before dawn, as he had every day since the world declared him dead. Only his closest bodyguard knew the truth. His death was a cover, an escape from a business war that had spiraled into attempted murder. He thought no one else would come this early. He was wrong. Suddenly, soft footsteps echoed behind him. He turned, and his heart stopped. A woman, thin, shivering, her hair messy as if she had walked through a storm, stood at the edge of his grave. Her eyes, those unforgettable, deep eyes, looked right at him. Her lips parted. "It's me, my love," she whispered, her voice trembling. "I'm alive." Alexander nearly staggered. Elena. It couldn't be. It shouldn't be. She was gone. He had buried her with his own hands, or at least, he thought he had. Tears. "They lied to you," she said. "I wasn't dead. I was taken." His breath caught. The grave. Her disappearance. The enemies who had tried to destroy his empire. It all made sense now, too horribly, too perfectly. Elena reached out, touching his cold fingers with her freezing, fragile ones. "I escaped last night. You were the first person I came to find." Alexander's voice broke. "Elena, who did this?" Before she could answer, the rumble of engines echoed from below the hill. 3 black SUVs were speeding up the narrow cemetery road. Elena's face whitened. "Them," she whispered. "They followed me." Alexander pulled her behind the statue of an angel, his mind racing. He wasn't the same man he used to be. He had spent months hiding, training, preparing. He wasn't planning to stay dead forever. But he had planned to do it alone. Now everything had changed. The SUVs screeched to a stop. Heavy doors slammed. Dark figures in tactical black outfits fanned out across the graves. A voice shouted, "Elena Volkov, you cannot run from us." Alexander clenched his jaw. They thought he was dead. They didn't know he was watching them breathe. He touched Elena's cheek gently. "Stay behind me," he whispered. "I already lost you once. I won't lose you again." She nodded, tears shimmering. From his coat, Alexander pulled a small silver device, one he had been saving for the day he came out of hiding. A signal disruptor. He pressed it, and instantly, the attacker's radios sparked into static. What was that? Confusion filled the cemetery. Alexander stepped out from behind the angel statue, hood falling back, revealing his face fully. Gasps. Shock. Fear. Impossible. He's dead. Alexander smirked coldly. Not today. Before they could react, Alexander charged, fast, silent, trained with months of fury and grief. He took the first 2 men down with precise strikes. Elena watched, trembling, her heart racing with equal parts fear and awe. A gun was raised toward her. Alexander saw it. His voice roared through the cold air. "Don't touch her." He launched himself between her and the bullet, tackling the gunman into the gravestones. The man hit the marble with a sickening crack. 5 minutes later, all 3 subs teams were unconscious or tied with their own gear. Silence returned. Elena rushed toward Alexander, throwing her arms around him, sobbing into his chest. "You came back for me." He held her tightly, lifting her chin. "I never stopped looking for you." She touched the grave. "Behind them. And now everyone thinks you're dead." Alexander nodded. "Good. That gives us time." Elena frowned softly. "Time for what?" He smiled, not the smile of a broken man, but of one reborn. "To take back everything they stole from us." Their fingers intertwined. 2 ghosts in the world's eyes. 2 people returned from the dead. Together. The wind swept across the grave, rustling the flowers, almost as if the stone itself whispered, "This is only the beginning."